Many people wonder why Nichiren Buddhists chant Nam-myoho Renge-kyo instead of simply meditating or practicing positive thinking. After all, aren't all these practices meant to improve our lives and bring us peace? The answer lies in understanding what makes this chant so special and different from other practices. While meditation and positive thinking certainly have their place, chanting Nam-myoho Renge-kyo offers something much deeper and more transformative. When we chant Nam-myoho Renge-kyo, we are not just repeating words or trying to calm our minds. We are calling out the name of the mystic law itself, the fundamental principle that governs all life in the universe. Nichiren Daishonin wrote, "The 5 characters of Myoho Renge-kyo, the heart of the essential teaching of the Lotus Sutra, contain the benefit amassed through the practices and resulting virtues of all Buddhas throughout the 3 existences." This means that within this single phrase lies all the wisdom and power of every Buddha who has ever lived or will ever live. Think about it this way. Positive thinking is like painting the walls of your house a cheerful color. It can brighten things up and make you feel better temporarily. Meditation is like cleaning and organizing your house, which helps you see things more clearly and find some peace. But chanting Nam-myoho Renge-kyo is like rebuilding your house from the foundation up, using the strongest and most beautiful materials available. It reaches down to the very core of who you are and transforms you from the inside out. The Lotus Sutra teaches that all people possess Buddha nature, which means we all have the potential for enlightenment within us right now. However, most of us don't know how to access this incredible power. We struggle through life, facing problems and suffering, not realizing that we carry the solution within ourselves. Chanting Nam-myoho Renge-kyo is the key that unlocks this inner treasure. As Nichiren Daishonin explained, if you chant Myoho Renge-kyo with deep faith in this principle, you are certain to attain Buddhahood in this lifetime. Meditation often focuses on emptying the mind or observing our thoughts without judgment. These practices can certainly bring calmness and insight. However, they tend to be passive approaches. You sit quietly and watch what happens in your mind. Chanting, on the other hand, is an active practice. You are not waiting for something to happen. You are making it happen. You are calling forth your Buddha nature with every syllable. You are declaring your connection to the universe and your determination to reveal your highest potential. The power of sound itself plays a crucial role in this practice. The Lotus Sutra states, "If people hear this law, then not a one will fail to attain Buddhahood." Sound has the ability to reach places that thoughts alone cannot touch. When you chant, the vibrations move through your entire body, affecting every cell. Scientists today understand that everything in the universe vibrates at different frequencies. When we chant Nam-myoho Renge-kyo, we align our own vibration with the fundamental rhythm of the universe itself. Positive thinking asks us to change our thoughts from negative to positive. While this can be helpful, it often stays on the surface level. If you're facing a serious challenge, simply thinking positive thoughts might not be enough. You might tell yourself, everything will be fine, but deep down you still feel worried or afraid. Chanting Nam-myoho Renge-kyo works on a deeper level. It doesn't just change your thoughts, it transforms your life condition. Nichiren Daishonin wrote, "The purpose of the appearance in this world of Shakyamuni Buddha, the Lord of Teachings, lies in his behavior as a human being." What does this mean for us? It means that the practice of chanting is not about escaping reality or living in some fantasy world of positive thoughts. It's about engaging fully with reality as a human being while accessing the highest wisdom. When you chant, you're not pretending problems don't exist. You're facing them head on with the power of the mystic law supporting you. Another key difference is that meditation often requires specific conditions. You need a quiet place, the right posture, and enough time to sit still. These requirements can make it difficult for busy people to maintain a regular practice. Chanting Nam-myoho Renge-kyo, however, can be done anywhere, anytime. You can chant while walking, riding the bus, or even facing a crisis. As Nichiren Daishonin taught, worthy persons deserve to be called so, because they are not carried away by the 8 winds: prosperity, decline, disgrace, honor, praise, censure, suffering, and pleasure. This teaching reminds us that our practice must work in all circumstances, not just when everything is calm and peaceful. Life is full of ups and downs, challenges and joys. We need a practice that strengthens us for all of these experiences. Chanting gives us this strength because it connects us directly to the unshakable power of the mystic law. The Lotus Sutra also teaches the principle of the simultaneity of cause and effect. This means that the moment we begin to chant, we are already beginning to experience the effects of enlightenment. We don't have to wait until we reach some distant goal or perfect ourselves before we can benefit from our practice. Every single moment of chanting plants seeds of happiness and creates positive causes in our lives. Nichiren Daishonin explained, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo is like the roar of a lion. What sickness can therefore be an obstacle? This powerful statement tells us that chanting affects everything in our lives. It's not limited to our spiritual development. It impacts our health, our relationships, our work, and our ability to contribute to society. When a lion roars, all other animals take notice. Similarly, when we chant with conviction, every aspect of our life responds to this powerful call. Meditation and positive thinking can sometimes become forms of escapism. People might meditate to avoid dealing with difficult emotions or situations. They might use positive thinking to deny reality rather than transform it. But chanting Nam-myoho Renge Kyo is fundamentally about transformation, not escape. It gives us the courage and wisdom to face our problems squarely and change them from the inside out. The practice also helps us understand the concept of 3,000 realms in a single moment of life, a teaching from the great teacher Tiantai that Nichiren Daishonin built upon. This profound principle means that every moment contains all possibilities. When we chant, we tap into this infinite potential. We're not trying to get somewhere else or become someone different. We're revealing the complete and perfect Buddha nature that already exists within us right now in this very moment. Consider how different this is from the goal of many meditation practices, which often aim to achieve a special state of consciousness or transcend ordinary existence. Chanting Nam-myoho Renge Kyo doesn't separate spiritual practice from daily life. Instead, it makes every moment of daily life a part of our spiritual practice. As Nichiren Daishonin wrote, there is no true happiness for human beings other than chanting Nam-myoho Renge Kyo. This might sound like a bold claim, but it's based on a deep understanding of life itself. True happiness doesn't come from external circumstances or even from how we think about those circumstances. It comes from being in harmony with the fundamental law of the universe. When we chant, we create this harmony. We align ourselves with the natural flow of life, and this alignment brings genuine, lasting happiness that no external circumstance can destroy. The communal aspect of chanting also sets it apart from solitary meditation or individual positive thinking. When people chant together, their voices unite to create a powerful sound that amplifies the individual practice of each person. The Lotus Sutra teaches, if there are those who hear the law, then not a one will fail to attain Buddhahood. This suggests that even hearing others chant can plant seeds of enlightenment in our lives. In Nichiren Buddhism, practitioners often chant together, supporting each other's practice and creating an environment where everyone can grow stronger. Positive thinking often focuses on achieving specific goals or desires. We think positive thoughts about getting a better job, improving a relationship, or overcoming a particular problem. While these intentions are not wrong, they can limit our vision. Chanting Nam-myoho Renge Kyo does help us achieve our goals, but it also opens us to possibilities we might never have imagined. It reveals the wisdom we need to understand what will truly make us happy, which might be different from what we originally thought we wanted. Nichiren Daishonin taught, suffer what there is to suffer, enjoy what there is to enjoy. Regard both suffering and joy as facts of life, and continue chanting Nam-myoho Renge Kyo. This teaching shows us that the practice isn't about avoiding pain or constantly maintaining a positive attitude. It's about developing the inner strength to face whatever life brings with courage and wisdom. Sometimes we suffer. Sometimes we experience joy. Both are natural parts of life, and chanting gives us the ability to grow from every experience. The practice also addresses the problem that meditation and positive thinking often face. They can become self-centered. We meditate to calm our own minds. We think positive thoughts to improve our own lives. But chanting the Myoho Renge Kyo naturally expands our concern beyond ourselves. When we tap into our Buddha nature, we also awaken compassion for others. We begin to see how our happiness is connected to the happiness of everyone around us. We feel inspired to work for peace and justice in society, not just for our own benefit, but for all people. Furthermore, chanting provides concrete proof of its effectiveness. Nichiren Daishonin emphasized the importance of actual proof in validating religious teaching. He wrote, "Nothing is more certain than actual proof. When you chant consistently, you will see changes in your life. These changes aren't vague feelings or subtle shifts in perspective. They are real, tangible improvements that you and others can see clearly. This concrete evidence strengthens your faith and encourages you to continue practicing." The historical Buddha, Shakyamuni, spent years teaching various practices and doctrines. He taught meditation, ethical conduct, and philosophical understanding. But in the Lotus Sutra, revealed at the end of his life, he taught that all his previous teachings were leading to this one ultimate teaching, that all people can attain Buddhahood. Nichiren Daishonin identified Nam Myoho Renge Kyo as the practice through which we can realize this supreme teaching in our own lives. Finally, chanting Nam Myoho Renge Kyo gives us something meditation and positive thinking often cannot: absolute confidence in our own potential. We don't have to be perfect. We don't have to eliminate all negative thoughts or achieve some special state of consciousness. We simply have to chant with faith that we possess Buddha nature. As Nichiren Daishonin assured his followers, "If you are of the same mind as Nichiren, you must be a bodhisattva of the earth." This means that anyone who chants with sincerity is already walking the path of enlightenment. The practice works because it addresses the whole person, body, mind, and spirit. The physical act of chanting exercises our voice and breath. The focus required engages our mind. The faith we develop touches our spirit. All three aspects work together to create profound transformation. This holistic approach makes chanting more powerful than practices that address only one aspect of our being. When we understand these differences, we see that chanting Nam Myoho Renge Kyo is not just another self-help technique or relaxation method. It is a complete practice that can transform every aspect of our lives. It gives us the strength to face challenges, the wisdom to make good decisions, the compassion to care for others, and the joy that comes from living in harmony with the universe. This is why Nichiren Buddhists choose to chant rather than simply meditate or think positively. They have discovered a practice that truly works, that brings real and lasting change, and that helps them become the best version of themselves while contributing to a better world for everyone.